Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. And what you're looking at is a Lakota 300 engine. Kawasaki Lakota. And I paid $375 for this one and $110 shipping, which gives me $475. The Lakota it's going on costs $250, so if you put those numbers together, you come up with something like, what is that, $725? I think that's the right number. And that gets my Lakota running, and I end up with a bunch of spare parts. Now, the Lakota engine that's on the Lakota starts, runs, it moves, it does everything it's supposed to do, but it smokes like no tomorrow. It really needs rings, and my problem is I have no spare parts on Lakotas. I don't have a spare starter or anything else. So my thoughts were, when I was buying this engine, now I'll have a load of spare parts for my quad, the one that lives here, and the quad that lives at my son's house. So that was my thought pattern. This is supposedly, right, eBay, supposedly a nice running engine, and you know, no bad sounds, everything's perfect, on and on and on. So let's go through it. I looked around and I don't see any bangs and chips, dents. I mean, it was nice, it came with that, right? Those are all in good shape. I looked at the plug on the bottom of the engine, it's all fine. It came in 100 tons of peanuts. By the way, if you really want to mess with somebody, ship a box like this with loose peanuts in it. What they did was they I guess they put some peanuts in the box, and then they surround it then they jammed cardboard in it, then they dropped the engine, you know, put peanuts in, cardboard on the bottom, peanuts, drop the engine on the cardboard on the bottom, then put this cardboard around the engine and put more peanuts in and out and all around it, kind of filled it up, put cardboard on top, put more peanuts on top of the cardboard. So, I mean, literally, this box, if I put those back in, the box is more or less full of peanuts. Like, thanks for the peanuts, folks. Anyway, sorry to digress. So anyhow, checked it all out, no physical damage anywhere. See the timing mark and the timing mark, and if you look all the way back there, it says top. So the timing is good. The timing chain seems really nice and tight. Top dead center. There's a little play there. Exhaust is good. I think the intake is a little tight. I like my valves a little looser. I guess that's just my preference. I did a quick compression test on it. Came in on 120, and this is the good compression tester. I'm able to lift and move this engine around by myself. I don't need my son's help. This, out of the three engines, is really the easiest to swap. This is only air cooled. There's no oil cooling and there's no water cooling, so that makes it really simple. So given that this is probably going to be the easiest deal, I think I'm going to start out by swapping that one, and there'll be a bunch of videos on that. The only thing I saw, you got some Blue Death. For some reason this cover was off, and you know, was put it back on with Blue Death. I really don't like seeing that. So what do I got going on? I'm not sure. I hope nothing bad, right? It would be it'd be expensive to spend $5 and change and to only get the top of a jug out of it. That would obviously make me a tad cranky. So here we are. The person once again claimed that this was everything the other one was, but the for the other one, you know when you talk to somebody and they're kind of like, yo, this is good. So I kind of have to get this much money for it, and they're calm. They're not like, how does one say, kind of protecting their interest. They're just like, hey, this is a good engine. There's nothing to sweat. If you want it, okay. Here's the price. This is the best I could do. If you don't, you know, okay, I'll find somebody else who wants a really, really nice engine. That's the way the guy was with the Kodiak 400. This person was a little bit more aggressive, I guess. I'll use that term. So he claims it ran good. He claims that no bad sounds. He claims everything was great. So I'm just hoping everything he says was true. Just for a laugh, this is what the plug looked like. Doesn't mean that it was the plug that was in it. Looks like it was running a little rich. Doesn't really have burned oil look to it, so we'll see. If you guys are familiar with the Lakota, it doesn't have an hour meter or a speedometer or anything like that, so it's hard to tell how many miles on it. For the Kodiak, it does. For the Mojave engine, which is under that, it does not. So, you know, you really can't tell much. I'm just happy though to see that this appears tight. Nobody was in the engine, so to me that means the engine probably, you know, I mean, I don't know if this thing is just, you know, from here out I'm out of adjustment. I mean, it seems really nice. If I had to guess, somewhere a couple of thousand miles, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 on the outside. This doesn't look like a 4,000 mile engine. It could be even lower. It might only have 500. Though sometimes you could look in the intake and the exhaust and get an idea. I don't know. Can't be positive. Anyway, I really want to thank everybody for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please hit the like or dislike button if you didn't like this. Please leave a comment and please share. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Feet down, heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.